makeup fiends. So I am sorry if I look quite washed out. I've got my softbox on and it's just, it's so difficult because outside it's really quite grey because it's a cold, you know, wintry, snowy, rainy day. And yeah, so the light's not really great. So I've got the softbox on and I've only got one bulb on, but look how bright it is. It's really quite bright. So I hope it's not too bright and I'm not looking too washed out. I've got all my base products on. Trust me, I do not look like Casper the Ghost in person. I do have some colour, it's just the softbox. Can you imagine if I had all 5 bulbs on? I've only got one on at the moment. It would just be like ridiculous. I've got the right colour. Right, okay. So, yes, I'm going to use Mauve, Peony Blanc, Temper Haze Noir. So I'm going to use this 6 here. And hopefully I look okay. I'm looking at... So, first of all, I'm going to use a brush by Urban Decay, which is from, is this the Naked 3? I think it is. The Naked 3 palette, because this end being flat, it's perfect for putting on cream products. So I haven't primed my eyes. Naughty, naughty. Let me prime my eyes, because I always like to prime them. I'm going to use the Revlon Photo Ready. I love this stuff, it's great. It just seems to have been like going on forever. It's like I've been using it for ages and there's still a ton left. I just like to dot it in the middle and then just rub it over. I always put some in the eye corner and then excess I just wipe underneath. And eye primers are not just about keeping your makeup on, they actually just help it, well they do help it stick better. I just sometimes think that they help amp up the vibrancy of a shadow sometimes. I guess because it's not going straight onto bare skin and skin's quite porous really. I think the primer just puts that barrier between the porous nature of the skin and the product, and it just helps the product last longer. That's my take on it anyway. So I'm going to use this paint pot, which I just recently showed. Yes, it's called Stormy Pink, but it's actually more of a sort of dusky grey lavender, and I think it's a perfect base for mauve from the Smashbox palette. So I'm just going to use this brush and apply that on the lid. And part of why I'm using this today as well is I'm just really wanted to try this colour on since I got it, and I just haven't had the opportunity. So I thought today I am going to create the opportunity. And this brush is really good for applying cream products because it's got nice flat bristles. So it's not product getting inside all the fluffy bristles and then you're losing a lot of it. This is really great for like painting it on because it's a nice flat surface. And that should be enough, to be honest, but I think that it's actually a really nice colour. I'd wear that colour on its own because I think it's really quite pretty. So just to save time in this video, I did put my base products on, as I said. I'm wearing Maybelline 24 Hour Superstay Foundation, and then I've got on Under Eye Brightener by the Mimi Box, and I've got CIA. Is it CIA? Let me check. CIA concealer from Urban Decay. This is just so amazing. I don't know if I've shown that or if I hold this, but this is an amazing little concealer. It's so creamy and it's perfect for under the eyes and brightening everything up. It's just gorgeous and so creamy. So I used that. Powder, I used a new one actually. I got it out of my stash. New CID Cosmetics. I used this one. And I got this from TK Maxx and it's called Eye Powder. Compact pressed powder with light, and this is extra light. It's got a little light, I don't know if you can see. But that is what this powder looks like, and as I said, I got this out of my stash because I had no pressed powder. The only one I've got is the Gosh BB powder, but it's literally just tiny bits clinging on the edges, so I pulled that out of the stash. It's great to have a stash and you can get things out, and I powdered with that and it's actually quite nice. I'm going to do something a little bit risky, and I'm going to go for this one. What did I say that was? I think it's Haze. Yeah, Haze in the crease. It's a bit of a dodgy colour. This may not work well, but we'll give it a go anyway. I'm going to use a Smashbox brush for this because this brush is perfect for the crease. It's just nice and fluffy and loose, and I don't want to go too heavy at this stage. And what's great about these lighter brushes, which is something I'm just getting into, is that you can actually see how much product you have got on your brush. And I am really loving that at the moment, and I'm so into white brushes. I actually really like that in the crease. It's something very different, but once the other colours come into play with it, I think it'll look really good. So today I was thinking about trying out the new Real Techniques flat contour brush, which if you follow me on Instagram you would have seen I posted a picture of it. But I've decided not to because I've got a brush haul coming up and I kind of want it to be clean for the video, which is mad because I got it last week and I still haven't used it and I'm really itching to use it, but I just won't do it because I'd like it to look really clean. So I need to get that sorted, but I'm waiting for a few more brushes to arrive and then I can film the haul. But I've got some brushes by Zoeva, which is a new brand I've just tried, and oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful brushes. Very excited. There's some of those I haven't used as well because I don't want them to get all mucky and look horrible in the video. So I know, I'm mad, but there you go. Okay, so I've got that in the crease and I think that's actually a really nice colour in the crease. It's something a little bit different anyway. So we're going to go to Mauve, which is that one. Sorry, that's my email on my phone. I'm waiting for an important phone call because let me tell you a story. So I ordered a dog bed for Ripley from Pets at Home. I mean, it's going to be really big. I got quite a large one because we are thinking at some point of getting another dog and we hope that they'll share. So we ordered a dog bed. And apparently it came on the 14th of January. Now next door's empty and they've just had like builders in doing different work. Some cheeky builder or some cheeky bugger who was in next door, who does not live there and is just doing work there, has signed for it, and then I don't know whether the parcel force just haven't put a card through or whether they've pulled the card back out, signed for my parcel and just took it. So yes, somebody has got Ripley's dog bed. I'm not very happy. I'm just looking into it now, so I'm just waiting for the estate agent to get back to me, and I'm also waiting for Parcel Force to get back to me because they're going to have a chat with the driver and see if he can remember like description of who signed for it or anything else related. So we'll see. But I'm not very happy because we were like, where is this dog bed? Nightmare. Anyway, we're going to use Temper, which is the purple, which is just looks so pretty. I'm going to use a pencil brush by Urban Decay. These are such amazing brushes. They were £10. I don't know if they've gone up at all, but I love this brush. It's such a lovely little brush. And I'm just going to pop a little bit into the crease of this darker purple colour, just to add a bit of drama on the outer corner. And then what I tend to do is I concentrate most of the product on the outer corner, and then I just pull it across, and whatever's left on the brush just kind of fades out as it goes across the eye. And I was going to blend that, but to be honest, this pencil brush kind of does the work for you, so as you're blending, just, yeah, it looks great. Okay, I'm back, and now you can actually see me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but there we go. Okay, so I've got those colours on, which, oh, these purples are so stunning in this palette. Really, really beautiful. I'm going to do something a little risque. I'm going to use that kind of pinky colour, which I'm sure I said was called Peony. Oh, I can actually read that without my glasses. Peony. I'm going to put that on the brow bone, which is, yeah, it may not work out, but we'll see. Oh, it's actually quite nice. I think the pink on the brow bone's quite nice when you've got these purples going on the lid. Sometimes it's all about taking risks with the makeup because, you know, it works out sometimes. Okay, that's the brow bone done. So I'm now going to move on to under the eyes, and I'm going to use the brush from the Urban Decay Electric palette because this is really quite nice for doing under eye work. I wouldn't use it so much for my lids or anything. I don't know if it's, you know, this is quite a small end, which I just find is great for lining with a dark colour, and then this is quite nice because it's quite firm to put a lighter colour and then smudge it. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use Mauve and Temper to do that. So I'm using Temper, which is the purple, the dark purple, and I'm just going to pop that right under the lash line. Stop just short of the inner corner, it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to go in with another colour there. That's quite nice. I mean, I quite like the under eye colour. It's something that you don't have to do, but I like it, so I do it. I might do another get ready with me with this palette, because obviously There's a lot of colours in this palette, so you can't really whack them all on at once. So I might go back to it and revisit it and do another look. So now I'm going to take mauve, which is my lid colour. Just going to blend it up into this colour on the outer corner, and I'm just going to smudge it along that darker purple line. And I think that's really nice. Just softens the harshness of that line, and it just pulls all of the colours in together. It's lovely. And then I'm going back to this little brush because I think this is great for the inner eye corner. And I'm just going to take that silver colour, which was called Blanc. I'm just going to do the inner corner with that. I feel like you have quite a bit of control. You can see. So it's quite nice. It's not like too chrome or anything, so it's not like super silver bright in your face to put it on the inner eye. Just adds that bit of brightness, and it kind of opens the eye up a little bit. And I'm just blending it into the purple underneath, and I'm blending it into the mauve on the lid. Sorry, I am cleaning as I go. I'm absolutely terrible for it. I apologise. I'm going to use this, which I found when I was having a tidy. It's by a brand called Pure, which I'm sure doesn't exist anymore, and it's a kajal, I'm not sure how you say that word, stick, but I'm just going to put this on the waterline because I like that black intensity on the bottom. Waterline. I'm just going to do the tight line. So I just like that black. That's me. You could choose to do a purple in there. It would look quite nice. Or a nude, or a, you know, something like that to open it up. But I like the black. It's smudged a little bit, but that's fine. I don't mind a slightly smudgy eye. So I'm going to use this little angled brush. I think this is a MAC one, yes. And I'm just going to take the black, which is Noir. And I'm just going to apply this on the lash line, because I think it'll be quite nice, and it's just a bit of an alternative to use an eyeliner. And I just find if you sometimes use shadows to do this, it just looks a lot more smoky instead of that like definite line. And if you keep it as to the lash line as you can, I just think it kind of almost makes your lashes look longer and bigger. Kind of an optical illusion. Okay, so I'm really liking how it's looking. I love purples. I think they look really great on any colour, but I really love them with my green eyes. And I'm kind of just going backwards and forwards over the line a little bit, just to kind of soften it, because I don't want it to look like a really harsh black line. And that's it. I really like it. I am really enjoying this look right now. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is the naked one again. I'm just going to take mauve, and I'm just going to put that on just underneath on the outer corner, just to kind of bring everything together on the outer corner. Okay, so that is just about done with the eyes. I'm just going to put on the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I got this in a beauty box, and I'm actually really quite enjoying it. Now, with any mascara that I open, I never take any notice of how they perform in the first 7 to 10 days, because I think it takes that long for a mascara to actually get good, if it makes sense, because they're sometimes too wet when you first open them, and they dry out a little bit and just become a lot more easy to work with and a lot nicer. So I love this one now. I didn't love it when I first opened it, but I do really like it now. And yeah, that's that. It's really quite nice. And that's the eyes. Oh, I love them. I love how they've turned out. What I will say is I think these shadows are so beautiful. I didn't really get much fallout. The only thing I got was when I had a bit of product on my finger there. But I didn't actually get much fallout with any of these, which is really good. Sometimes blacks can be a bit powdery and that one wasn't. So with these 6 colours here, I'd say there's no powderiness. They work really beautifully and I think they blend beautifully as well. And I really like them. So I like those 6 there and I'm very impressed. Now we'll move on to using a few other things that are relatively new, which is quite exciting. I'm going to contour first. And I've not actually played with this yet. I had a little go with one of the colours yesterday, but I've not actually had a really good go with it, and it's the Kat Von D Shade and Light. Next I'm going to use my brush from Neve Cosmetics, and I forget which one this is. Let me have a look and see what the name is for you. This is the Blue Contour. This is an amazing contour brush. I think I got this from Beauty Chamber, this is from, and it's just amazing. It's got quite a thick head, but it does a really nice blend on your contour. And I'm going to try to use, I think we'll go with the more cool tone one, and that one is Sombre. So, is that the cool tone? Yes, I think it is. So we'll go with that one. Now I follow Nikki Tutorial's way of contouring because I have a round face like her. I think it's important to find somebody who has a similar sort of face shape to you, or just watch lots of tutorials really and find the best way for yourself. But she goes from the knobbly part of the ear and that brings her underneath the cheekbone. I can actually feel that that is right for me, and having a rounder face. And I think another thing is, which is another thing that I learned, is not to bring the contour too far down. It can look a bit mad when you can have it like all the way down. What you want to do is just create a kind of hollow up here. And I'm not good at it yet, so please don't say, oh, you know, that's really bad and you've done it wrong and it doesn't look good. I know it's not perfect, I'm just learning with contour. So, yes. But this brush, oh my goodness, this brush is amazing. Sorry, that always seems to happen to me. The battery ran out. Okay, we'll continue. So yes, I do have the Real Techniques contour brush coming. I have this one, and then I have the 301 Real Techniques. So I've got the Real Techniques Bold Metal contour brush. And I've got a new one, which I am going to show you in the haul, and then I've ordered the Real Techniques one as well. Which I think it's, I don't know, is it called a sculpting brush? It's one of the, it's a new brush, and I got it off Beauty Chamber for $9.99, so I ordered that. So I'm going to do a video on contouring. I'm not an expert by any means. I quite like that though. I think that's given quite a natural sort of contour. And there is a darker one, but I'm not going to mess around too much. I'm just going to stick with that. Yeah, so can't wait to try out the different contours, and as you would have seen in my haul, I've got a new contour cream, which is more of a high street. So I'm going to do sort of a comparison, talk about the different types of contour, so cream and powder, and I'm just going to talk about the different brushes and things. So hopefully that'll be interesting, because I think contour has just all of a sudden become such a popular thing at the moment. Yeah, so it's quite interesting, and I'm quite excited to do that video. Sorry, I'm concentrating on the brushes, trying to get them away. Oh, by the way, look what I made. Oh, it's so pretty. This is an empty coffee tin, and I just wrapped some paper around and stuck it all over. I put glue all over the paper, and then I wanted it to look like an old paint can. So I got lots of Sharpies and I drew on like sort of paint running down, and then I had these heart coloured stickers which I then added. I really, really like it, and I've put my Neve brushes in there, and I think it really suits them because they're really colourful, which is kind of why I did it, but there you go. I just wanted to share it with you. I think it's really cute. I love doing things like that. Moving on, because I'm waffling now. Yes, I really like this. I like contouring, and I think it does make a difference in my face because I have a round face, and it does just give a little bit of like shape to it. So yes, it's become a big thing at the moment. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle on too much. I'm going to move on to using this blush, which I've not used before. It's by Kat Von D, and it's just been in my last video, and it's called Bellissima, and it's a lovely peachy colour. So I'm going to use a Neve Cosmetics brush for that. I really like this little brush because, oh, look at the product on there, because it's just quite a nice small size, which is really great to get a bit more control. And instantly I can see that colour on my face. It's very pigmented. It's very pretty. I really like that. That's a really fresh sort of peach colour. And that's another thing I learned from Nikki tutorials, which I definitely take a lot of notice of her when she does sort of contouring and highlighting kind of thing, because just because she has a similar sort of face shape, is about blush, and it's about not concentrating on the apples when you've got a rounder face. It's like bringing it along the cheekbone and then ending off on the apples rather than starting on them. You can start and blend back, but it's kind of about putting the colour on the bone rather than the apple, because that only brings these further forward and makes your face look even rounder, if that makes sense. You can learn so much from watching other people on YouTube. I absolutely love watching other people put makeup on, which is why I really like doing these get ready with me videos. I'm no expert, but it's always interesting to see how people put their makeup on, I think, anyway. And you don't have to be an expert, you just have to enjoy it. So the next thing I'm going to do is use this, which is the Spring Forecast. I think it was the Spring Forecast 15. So Trend Forecast Spring 15 Lip and Cheek Palette, which are casual colours. I love casual colours, they're amazing. I should do a video on them because I love them. So I'm going to use... I'm dropping everything today. I'm going to use Seasonally Peach, because they give a little bit of a glow to the face. And I'm just going to use the little, I think it's the 130. 130? I love this little brush from MAC. Or if you ever get a chance to get a set with this in and you like cream products, oh, it's amazing for stippling on your cheeks. So we'll use Seasonal Peach, which is getting quite a dent in it because I'm a bit obsessed with this colour. And just to get a little bit of a glow, I'm just going to stipple that on. So pretty. And it's not got much colour to it, so it just works really nice as just a little bit of a subtle glow if you don't want to do a full-on super shiny highlight, which I don't want to today. Not that I'm going anywhere anyway, which I kind of wish I was now I've put this amazing eye makeup on. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? If I was going somewhere I wouldn't be able to get it right. So, yeah. And I'm going to do a little highlight video as well, because I've come across some great brushes and highlight products, different kinds of highlight products. And people have kind of like, sometimes people will ask about highlighters, and Shell recently got, I think she got High Beam and it was very gloopy. Mine was very gloopy, I'm not impressed. And I kind of recommended something that is actually quite cheap really. I'm not sure how much they are now, but I think when I got it, it was around £13 to £14, and it's the Cream Colour Basis by MAC. They make the most amazing highlighter. Oh, they're cream, but they just set so nicely and they're not sticky, and they give a beautiful, very soft glow, very similar to the casual colours, except the casual colours got a little hint of colour. But I really like that. So that's that. And I was going to add a bit of glitter to the eyes, I'll come back to that. And then I'm going to put a lipstick on that I just found. Oh my goodness, isn't it amazing when you come across things? I forgot I had this, it's Plink by MAC, which is kind of soft peachy pink. And it was in a bag. I was sorting through my bags looking for something else, and I just came across it and I was just so chuffed, because this is a lovely colour. And I already had lip eraser on, just in case you're wondering. It's just such a nice soft pink, and it's a nude, but it's not like a concealer nude. I can wear a concealer nude, but they're not my favourite. I've got one that I use as a base more than anything else, but I think this kind of colour is just very soft. So I've got that on, and that's basically it. Let me put some setting spray on. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter, which is nearly all gone. There's only a tiny little drop on the bottom, so I'm nearly out of it. So that's it. Basically, that's the look that I wanted to do. Really, really, really love this eye look. I'm definitely going to repeat this eye look. It's so pretty. And then I was going to try adding a little bit of glitter on the eye. And I think I will actually still do it. And I'm going to use Reflects Pink by MAC, which is a glitter. And I'm just going to use my Lit Cosmetics Glitter Glue and the Lit Cosmetics liner pen. You can actually get Lit Cosmetics at Beauty Chamber now. They don't have a lot of colours, but they do have the brushes and the glitter glue, and it's an amazing glitter glue. So even if you don't get any of the glitters and you're just looking for a good glitter glue, I'd highly recommend this one. I do have the one from Lime Crime, but I just don't find it. It's as good. So there you go. Now I'm doing this because I've been watching Big Brother, and I noticed that Chloe, who went first, she kept doing this look where she would do a very thin line of glitter on just like kind of the inner eye, and I love how it looked. So I'm going to try and do that now. That's it. I really like that, but I'm actually going to just take it all the way. But I'm not going to do that underneath. I'm just going to do partial underneath. But I do think that's quite nice. It's just that very thin line that's kind of eye-catching. But she did it with a gold, which is kind of not a yellowy gold. And I don't have that colour, but I'm definitely going to see if I can invest in one because I thought it looked just so nice. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's quite nice. So that's something a little bit different to the look. I'll do the other eye as well. I wasn't going to, but I might as well. So when you dip it in the glitter glue, it's important just to let it kind of go tacky a little bit before you put it in the glitter. Now this is the baby one. This is like the freebie one that I got because I actually ordered the set that had the big bottle in. And you can see it's kind of a big bottle for that tiny little bit of glitter in the middle. But it's amazing. Sorry, glitter glue. It's amazing glitter glue. I think it's fantastic. So I would definitely get that again, but I'm probably not going to need to get it again because the other bottle is really quite huge. There we go. Ooh, so pretty. I really like that. So that'd be quite nice if you... The before look I would wear for work anyway. I like a nice smoky eye. I like a little bit of drama in the eye and I'm not afraid to go out like that, even if it's just to work or the shops or whatever. But I would say that adding the glitter to it just makes it more of a party sort of look. And I really like how it looks. And I do love that sort of hint of sparkle around the eyes. It just kind of catches the light. It's really pretty. So I'm really glad I tried that because that's something I wanted to try. I saw it on her and I just thought, oh, it's such a pretty... like way to enhance the shape of the eye. Really liked it. So that's it. I really, really love the full exposure palette, double exposure even. But I did love the first one. I used the first one a lot. I don't tend to use it for whole looks. It's looking a little grubby. I just sometimes tend to use it, like reach for it for colours to use in my crease or other colours like lid colours or just a little bit of sparkle, so I don't use it like all the time. I mean I do use it all the time but I don't use it for a whole look is what I was going to say. But this has got some really nice colours in it. There's a few. I'm not so hot on these colours here if I'm entirely honest. I don't suppose I mind the end two, but these four here are not quite so much my thing. I guess I'm more of a cool tone sort of girl, and they're a little bit warm for me. Yeah, but I might give them a go anyway. But, you know, this part of the palette is amazing, and like I said, if you take those four shadows out, I really like them too. So yes, I'm waffling to you now, and you're probably thinking, Lisa, shut up. You have waffled too much. But that's it. I really like it. It's nice to try out some new products and see what they're like. Really, really impressed with the palette. Would definitely recommend it, and I'm definitely going to use those shades again because I really like the look. So that's it for now, and I'm going to love and leave you there and all that stuff. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe as always. I've been Spacey's #1 girl, and this is the colour of my kiss.